Just enjoyed a nice bowl of cereal since, if you didn't hear in the first entry, the grocery store in the closest town was closed because it was New Year's Day when we came out here. So I couldn't get any like eggs or meat. I wanted to do hamburgers, but it didn't matter. Grocery store was closed. So that's okay. We'll save the cast iron cooking on the fire. That's why I wanted to get some like hamburger or meat or whatnot. We'll save that for next time. Right now, I need to do a dish. I was gonna say the dishes, but so if you don't know, if you're just joining, I keep my dishes really simple, right? I don't use soap. I just cut my head off when I'm filming. Yeah, I don't use soap. I just use water and vinegar. More often than not, I just wipe the bowl out without even using the water because I usually do my dishes right away. I don't let them sit for very long. I don't know why. That was one of those little things when I was looking at van life and like doing all the research that I could. That's appealed to me, the whole like keeping up on my dishes and doing them so simplistically and not wasting water in that way, when I found that method that people had with the whole spray bottle, right? Well, now I gotta rewash that spoon. Anyways, that was really appealing to me. I loved that sense of, you know, reducing water waste, keeping it simple. And I was always the guy that when I cooked in my sticks and bricks, I would usually clean dishes as I go because I hate having every time. I don't know. I just talk too fast, I guess. I hated the idea of having a sink full of dishes after the meal was over. Like if you just gotta wash your cups, your plates, and your cutlery, okay. But when it's got the pans that you used for cooking and the bigger spoons and spatulas that you used and everything stuck into the pan and you gotta scrub it, I think that's a horrible way to end a meal, isn't it? I don't know. Might have just been me. And dishwasher, that was just a matter of like, if you've got a family of like 4 or more, then the dishwasher makes sense to me. You're doing dishes almost every night. But when it's only like 2 of you, you don't really fill the dishwasher and then those dishes sit there. And then depending on the amount of dishes you have or how many spoons you have or how many forks you have, it might be like, what? Why are we out of spoons? Well, they're all in the dishwasher, but we haven't run the dishwasher because all that's in the dishwasher are spoons. I'm being really loud and ruining the calmness of this nature. It's funny because then you kind of see like the amount of paper towel you use. But when you're out here, you can use it as fuel, right? You can use it as your fire starter and whatnot. That's what I do. One more to Buffett. Buffett. Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett your bowl. What? My neighbors are taking off. But the trailer is still here, so they must just be going to do some winter activities. Sounds awful. Go bobsledding. All right. Breakfast dishes, done. I just keep all my spray bottles on this sort of like towel rack bar I installed with black gas piping from a local hardware store. Is it starting to rust? Is it getting rust on it? I guess it would. I'm gonna have to wipe that off. Yikes, I didn't think about that, but the bottles kind of, they kind of leak a little bit, right? Let's see, my air freshener, my vinegar, my cleaner, and my water. So I guess let's use the cleaner. Oh, my neighbors are back. It doesn't make sense. Water on metal would rust. It's okay, as we go on, Lucky gets older, this gets a little bit more rusty. It's just gonna add character. Although I don't want to get rust on my hand towels and stuff. I'll have to be careful. Nobody's perfect, whatever. Well, I'm out here doing all this cooler stuff, eating stuff, and apparently cleaning rust on my pipes. I'm exporting the first part of this winter camping video series because we have shore power. I might have a problem. Like, I love editing, so it's hard for me to wait when I have something filmed. Plus, with how often I have to offload my footage because the storage on my phone is so small, it's just sort of really asking me to come edit it. Penny, look at her. Come here. Oh, stuff in your way, sorry. Hi. I know, but I think you'll run away. I put you on a leash, put you on your harness, and then I'll hold you. Twist my rubber arm. Yeah. Winter camping, Penny, what do you think? Like, I'd like it a lot more if I could go outside, jerk. All right, the world is your oyster. Let's do it. She just wants to go back in the van now. We're not playing that game. Come on. See how this goes. Show YouTube how you walk so well on your harness. Yeah, right. This is riveting. Get off. Come on. This is some nonsense, Penny. And there's a dog coming. Yeah, she's over it. All right, well, good progress. We'll try it again another day. Look at that. That's just one big solid block that melted down into and then refroze. Kind of worked. I haven't had to buy ice for what feels like about 2 or 3 weeks. Gonna have to buy some now though. Because yuck. All right. Well, I'm gonna let the fire burn down, and I think we're gonna go for a little walk before we head on back to the city. It's about noon now, I think. We have to leave by 2 p.m. is checkout time, which just leave. That's that plan. See you guys in the next clip. Just a little path through the woods. I think right up here would be A Loop. I think that's where this is bringing us, which was closed. Like you can't get in here right now. Yeah, this is just a little walking path. This is where the pedestrian crossing signs are. I get it. Main road in is right over there. It looks like I keep seeing a few cars. Yes, we are on A Loop, A3. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm loving this. Like, this is an exceptionally clear, beautiful day for sure. Yeah, there's a little bit of wind, but the lighting is beautiful. Like, look at the way the lighting comes through the trees, hits the snow. That looks so cool. Just keep that in shot, I'll walk backwards. But I was gonna say, don't get me wrong, as much as I'm enjoying this whole winter camping thing and have never done it before, I'm gonna be honest up front. I am not the kind of person that would come out here with a tent and winter camp. Those people I got mad respect for, and I couldn't do it. So I'm glad that I have my house, lucky, to do this stuff now. And I know that's probably just making an excuse. They like shut these down. They like move the picnic table on top of the fire pit. Huh. wonder what that sign over there says. Do we brave it? Why not? But yeah, I'm super glad that my life is where it is now and I'm living in the van, because that allows me to do stuff like this and get over my own. Like, would they be insecurities or just preference? I don't want to camp in the winter in a tent. Not in this kind of winter anyway. Oh. All units, including tents, must remain on the gravel pad. Check. And you want to know the truth. The truth of that whole couldn't do camping in a tent thing is because, I mean, I know that you can get better gear and there's high-end gear. You can get thermal layers for your body, for your hands, for your feet. Your hands and your feet are part of your body, yes, I know. But all that really nice posh gear to do it, because, and you need it. You would need it. I'm just out for a walk like this on a very nice day, and I still have that like cold feeling, right? Not so much to my bones or my core. And these gloves are awesome. My fingers aren't cold at all. But like my feet, my legs, I could have put my long johns on just to keep that extra layer to. This is what happens when I walk and talk. That extra layer to keep a little bit more heat in. My boots probably aren't the best for being out in this sort of weather. I got 3 pairs of socks on and they are insulated boots, but they're not like deep snow boots. And I've been in some deep snow, so that's on me. Oh. I did an 8-minute video just ranting and raving about the whole point of the van was not to be in the van, and every time I come out and enjoy a place like this, that just rings truer and truer, if that's a thing. I don't know. Oh, get outside more if you can do it. And if you can't, just keep hanging out with me. I'll take you places. Honey, I'll take you there. Oh my God. All right, back in Lucky, warming up, still waiting for the video to finish exporting. It's at 86%. I got about an hour and a half till I have to be out of here, which is cool. Got the good old White Rock sticker officially on our cupboard. This has been lots of fun, if you couldn't tell. I have a feeling some of the moments in these videos are gonna be quite different from what I normally do. More long drawn out, spend some time with me taking the ambiance kind of shots. That's what I hope I at least did with my campfire video. It's funny when you're filming how you can see how you're gonna put it together when you're editing. And that moment was just like, this doesn't need to be with music. This doesn't need to be funny. It doesn't need to be fast cuts. So, but I have no idea because I haven't gotten there yet. Maybe it'll be all fast cuts and tons of music, but I kind of doubt it. And if you guys made it this far and you don't know, this whole winter camping trip, which is the first for the channel, the first for me, it was all possible because of the incredible supporters that I have over on my Patreon. I knew that if I was going to start a Patreon, I wanted it to be a sort of give and take experience, because it is a way to support content you really enjoy, donating money, right? And it can always get a little yucky talking about money, and I just don't think there needs to be negative connotations around that even, because if you can afford to support the content that you enjoy, you probably do. And if you don't want to, that's completely fine as well. I just wanted to put out there that this is the kind of stuff that you will be supporting. And I eventually want to get the channel to a place where we can do this all the time and I can create even more content for the channel. That's the hopes, that's the dreams. So a big, huge thank you to all the Patreon supporters I have right now. At the time of filming this, I think I just got a couple more after the stream. I'm not sure exactly. there's quite a few of us. It's a nice little growing community, and it is a way to sort of stay in touch with each other in real time, because my videos, the way I shoot, I've been talking about this pretty much ever since I launched my channel. They're always about a month behind because I film a lot. And with my full-time job coming up, which I will probably have started before this video goes live on YouTube, I want to have a bunch of content ready that will just sort of come out and I don't have to stress and worry about what am I gonna do this week. You start rambling and then you get... Huge thank you to my Patreon supporters. All right, that's what I was saying. It's more of a real-time update. You can stay in touch with me. We can talk back and forth directly. It's really a cool feature, and I'm super glad that one of my Patreon supporters, it's funny, is it Patreon supporters or patrons? I think it's patrons or, I mean, it works, but you never know what's gonna come out. My very first patron was the one that encouraged me to do it, and I'm very happy that she did. So thank you, Charity. And that community has grown quite a bit already, and it really warms my heart and brings a huge smile to my face to see that happening. And I love staying in touch with everybody over there and telling them what I'm doing, what new and exciting things have happened. So if you want to be part of that, come on over. I'm done plugging it. I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm gonna wait for the video to finish exporting, and then we're gonna head back to the city. But I will get to see my daughter soon, so that's the best part about it. And until the next one, you guys, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves, most importantly, be positive, and I will see you all in that next one. And one last little bit of parting information for everybody here. If you've been keeping up with the channel, this will mean something to you. Now I can say I've used my bucket twice. That better have been worth it. I'm gonna be editing, I'm gonna be like, no. Oh. It does feel good to be out here though. Maybe not gonna make everybody dance like an idiot, but it works for me.